Right after a rain is when you will see fire ant mounds popping up on your property. But what you can't see is there are dozens of immature nests that aren't large enough to make mounds. That's why if your strategy for fighting fire ants has been to treat the individual mounds, it's always going to feel like you're just chasing them around your property. But there's a solution. In fact, there are products now that will treat your entire property, including all of the smaller nests that you can't see. So the solution is to use bait type products. And now what baits will do is you put them all around your property. You don't necessarily sprinkle them on the individual mounds. And when it's warm enough that the ants are out foraging for food, they will go pick it up and bring it back to their nests. So instead of you having to go find each individual mound, you just walk around and shake this over your entire property and they will bring it back to their own nests and essentially off themselves. Now there are several different bait products out on the market. This is the best one that we have found, which is the Extinguish Plus, and this bottle will treat up to an acre. And all you gotta do is just walk around and shake it out. Now it is a little bit slower to work. It takes about 10 to 14 days before you will see those ant colonies are gone. Now the question I always get about this product is it pet safe? So let's talk about how to use this if you do have pets. So this product could potentially harm your pets if they're allowed to ingest it in larger quantities. So what you don't want to do is make big piles of this bait around your yard where a dog or something like that could go just eat these piles. In fact, you should probably just put your pets inside while you are applying this. But I have used this around my house and I've used this here on our property where we have lots of ducks and geese around, and we do it in a safe manner and we've never had any issue. So you'll see that when you put this out on your property, these little granules are going to settle down in between the blades of grass, and they're not out in the open where animals want to go feed on them, but the ants will still find them. But what's cool about these baits is you can also have them a ways away from the mounds and the ants will still go find them. So if you have an area where you have chickens or where you have a dog that potentially could eat this stuff, you could put this bait outside of that area and you've still got a really good chance of those ants going and getting the bait and bringing it back to their nest. So yeah, get you some fire ant bait, put it around. It's good stuff. Get away. Trying to poison some ants.
Did they get fed this morning?
Yes. They've already been fed. I've gone inside.